And everything should be set up properly unless I messed up something. Things look working. Go ahead and talk.
Things look good?
Yep, Discord's working. Okay. Couldn't check that audio because I had to sit here and switch out some audio sources on this thing. Fix this scene.
Looks like it's working on my side too.
Good.
I can hear you, so we don't have you muted on the stream.
My stream looks good too. I need to get me a new talk sprite for this. Just for this game, I suppose.
Okay. Now comes down to some music for the background.
Gorgeous.
Good, and that appears to be coming through. I changed how all my audio went into the stream, because it used to be actually capturing the computer sound.
Oh, so now it's capturing each individual application?
Yes.
Excellent. That's smart. That's good.
Yeah. And it's because I finally started doing that because games, the beta audio thing was starting to work, so... because of the updates to OBS. So this is good. Very good.
Good shit.
Excellent.
Looks like my audio is doing pretty good. I know I had to do some adjustments to this microphone compared to the other one. I needed to like bump it up by 2. So last we left off, I forgot to put where do I still have full notes or do I not have the full notes? Did I forget to put down what the chaos plan was for waking everyone up?
Yeah, I can't even remember where we were at.
Has it been a while?
We were at the
Staying at
house.
Victor's place.
It's been over a month, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm sorry, guys.
2, maybe 3.
It's been like
Yeah, it's been a bit.
yeah, it's been about 2 months because we had last session I had to cancel because of health and trying to get you in and mostly health. Then there was 2 sessions we had to cancel because somebody was out of town.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Scheduling. D&D's worst nightmare. Or I guess not D&D. TEPS' worst nightmare.
Yep, and
Tabletop games.
And on
Yeah,
top
man.
of it, every other weekend I have my daughter, so it's can't really push it to those weekends.
Yeah.
Yes, we didn't know what that one was, and I never got details. Yes. Because I have notes saying that I was going to have dreams for each one of you guys.
I see.
The problem is, Axe's still has question marks next to it.
Well, this is where you come up with it on the spot, and it's actually better than Shakespeare because it's from the heart.
The problem is there are so many ways I could twist this. I could play off of so many things. So maybe we should sit here and start off with, instead, one of the more interesting ones. During your sleep, Stella, we are going to have you sort of appear in a cloudy, almost smoky realm in your dream. There seems to be large, very linear buildings. Everything seems to be black and white and grayscale here. And the doorways seem to open into a large room with contracts and scrolls and books on law and honestly, with your background as a rum runner, kind of a nightmare in a way.
Yeah.
But at the desk happens to be a large dragon with black and white like fur with large whiskers, and he seems to be working on some new contracts with this strange masked individual with a odd stone. Now, if I remember, you've looked in the back of your rifle before, correct?
Yes. Yes.
This is not supposed to be. They're supposed to repeat once. Stop the music. Go back to what I had you on.
We found the vial of
Yes.
stuff.
Inside the stone, you do see a liquid seeming to move around and glowing in a very similar manner to what the vial has. And the entity slowly turns back to you. The face itself reminds you almost like a serious judge. Before your dream seems to be cut short.
Ah.
We'll come back to why your guys' dream was cut short. Now, Axe's dream just so happens, because there are too many entities fighting over this position right now. So, I will give you one chance, Axe. Is there one that you seem to favor most, or shall I roll the dice and choose who seems to invade your dream?
Apologies, I muted to make sure I didn't make any random noises. You mean patron-wise?
Yes.
That is always going to be the one that I happen to be married to.
That does not narrow it down.
I only have one patron I'm married to.
Wrong.
Oh, I guess you have a point. Okay, I only have one that I have a contract with that I'm married to. Although it would be, you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's dream of other wifey for once.
Actually, you know
Haven't
what?
heard from her in a
Because you already forgot of her, you have already sold yourself for this one. You appear in a courtroom. The summer sun beating into it, flowers there, and a large throne sitting before you. In it seems to be a large woman with fiery red hair and flower-like dress that just looks over at you. So you're the one who married my daughter. Doesn't have the common decency to show her the respect she deserves.
Which is... I don't recognize this place.
Because you haven't met this woman before, but she knows you.
Of whom may I ask am I making the acquaintance of? He gives a small bow.
She leans forward, her eyes looking almost like the sun now, as she speaks. Are you saying you've married more than my daughter? And with that, you feel a fiery sensation over your body before you wake up.
The only problem with that is he doesn't know the mom.
No.
So if that
So you just
statement
revealed
was absolutely neutral. No, I didn't unveil anything. She made that assumption.
Yes.
He was asking who she is. Asking for an introduction.
And that's the thing, to her, there should only be her daughter involved in this.
No, that's the thing. He didn't say shit about anyone else.
Yep.
I think the offense comes from the fact that it doesn't matter what her name is. That's your wife's mom. That's your mother-in-law. She gonna beat your ass.
One of your wife's moms.
Yeah, which wife is that again, Eddie?
I don't know if you
Wait,
were told, but my character got married while he was drunk and partying for 6 weeks.
In the Feywild?
No, I
Yeah.
have not been.
Or
Okay,
was it a
okay. So
week?
just
You
some
don't-
background
not
on
entirely
what I
sure.
know. I know a little bit about the courts that you guys are interfacing with right now. I know a little bit about what's happening exactly right now. But I kind of wanted to be kept in the dark so that I could more realistically play Thomas meeting you crazy
Understood.
individuals for the first time. Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I am not talking about anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be fun.
I'm already excited.
Now, the one who's actually going to get a calm dream. Nice. Calmish dream. Is Victor is going to find himself on a set of docks near a nearby lake, actually. The fog is rolling over the lake in that weird, eerie way that it does when something weird is going on.
In the dream, what am I feeling?
It feels cold, otherworldly, almost like your flesh itself is missing. Almost like you're definitely, it's like you're ethereal in a sense, otherworldly to this place and everything, as a small boat seems to be approaching with a hooded figure coming over. As it reaches the shore, you see a lantern slowly rise up, revealing an old man with an eye patch and a large hat underneath the hood. He has a scruffy beard, and part of you wants to place him as a human, but something deep down is telling you this is not a human. This is something else, something taking a form to communicate.
And in the dream, I would be curious, and I don't know how much control I have in this dream state, but I would ask, I feel like I should know who you are. Who are you?
They call me the ferryman, and you should not know me yet. Your family has helped with collecting some people. And the job has now been passed to you.
Collecting people.
Yes.
What does collecting mean?
People trying to escape their fate. People trying to escape their final rest. People who your family have been sworn to keep sealed.
Just nod. And would he connect that this was his grandfather's role?
I mean, You can come to what assumptions you want, yeah?
This position has skipped a generation, has it not?
Your grandfather spent much of his final energies to keep the seal present. But I'm afraid that as it has skipped a generation, yes, this will be something that I can't wait any longer.
Well, I have been fighting entities trying to cross planes and manipulate, well, everything. And I've been to a few different places, and I've come to understand my family. Several families have bigger roles that we may not have known about. This is all new to me.
And sadly, it seems your grandfather took a lot to the grave. To get you up to speed would be not in our best interest yet. Needless to say, there may be a time that I need to call upon you to come back here and take care of the sealed. And as such, I need you to stay strong, become stronger.
I nod.
Your grandfather made a deal with me. His brother made a deal with an associate of ours. Very similar themes for the associate, but it's not for the afterlife in which he sails for.
Victor looks around and kind of scratches his ethereal chin. It's like, I know a little bit about the brothers deal. And I understand parts of it. If you call, I will answer. It seems I have an inheritance that I should and will step into.
Now, besides the duty of your family, if you come here in a month's time, or during the full moon, when the fog reaches the banks, you and your crew may enter my realm to converse with your ancestors and glean some insights to what it is they are sealing. It was not part of what was needed for me to deal with them. They just required my power to seal it back. So when you are ready to get the answers you need, I expect to see you within my realm with your compatriots, companions, the troublemakers that you travel with.
Try to behave.
I just hope they don't try to take anything from the dead.
I can't make promises for one of them.
And I can't
He's a
make
bit
promises.
reckless.
Can't make promises that he might be able to leave at that point.
He would have played the game. It's his thing.
Now you're going to Florence tomorrow, are you not?
Yes, that's what we were planning.
In the office meant for your grandfather, you will find a journal hidden. This will give you a little bit more details into some of your family history. Your
My grandfather had an office at Florence's.
It was going to be his, and he hid a journal there for you. Your grandfather requested that I pass on this information, and that is really the end of my obligations for this evening. Unless you have a deal to be made.
I can't think of any deal that I want to make on my behalf right now. But this is something that a role I think I will take up.
That is good. If for some reason the fog has not rolled in on the full moon, ring the bell at the end of the dock, and I will bring forth the fog.
In the dream, I look around and notice the bell.
And as you look at the bell and then go to look back, you see that the boat is already going into the distance, returning once more into the fog.
Dream Victor, there's a chill that kind of runs through him.
Yes.
And somewhere miles away and a realm of existence apart, that same shiver runs through my sleeping body.
Before we get to why the dreams were cut short for the other two, we need to get to the fun part, which is introducing somebody who has had an investigation that has led them to finding out that there are people going missing, there are creatures that seem to be from stories, from myth, supposedly being seen. But the worst of all is the overstepping of a church seeming to attack innocents and leading to the discovery of one of the innocents being attached to a coven of witches. The coven witch, which had given this Thomas a note on where to meet up with somebody to learn more about what actually happened. And this is where I'll have Nyx introduce Thomas.
My name is Thomas Hargrove. I've seen a lot of things in this life. That's very descriptive, I know. My bad.
Shit. Thomas was a detective in his hometown. He came up in the human nation. Is there a specific name that I should be using for that? Mike?
There is not. I have not come up with a name for it.
That's okay. That's okay. And for most of his life, lived in blissful ignorance of the possibilities of the supernatural. As many of you well know, given your recent, or I suppose past escapades against the human paladins, we're pretty anti-magic over here, or at the very least, the government is pretty anti-magic, and the common folk live in ignorance of its existence. After many years witnessing the beautiful and horrific things that humans are capable of, as Michael said, I tracked one body to a source I was not expecting. And I met with a woman. I'm not sure how descriptive to be here. I'm not sure how much I should give away about that, Michael.
Oh no, we're getting to you meeting the woman that the coven has sent you to go
Oh,
see.
gotcha. Okay. Got it. And after uncovering that this group of witches exist, I've not yet seen too much proof of magic's existence. But I'm keeping an open mind. And the fact that something supernatural may exist has been very jarring. I guess set the scene for me, Michael. Where am I meeting this woman?
The location in which was noted was a rundown house outside of town. The house looks like it's been there for hundreds of years, untouched. Spider webs, some skeletal remains of animals, and crows in the trees seeming to watch the place. The only light coming from the place seems to be a green, otherworldly glow up in the attic. And as
I am... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
And as you approach the property, there is a chill in the air. Almost not like a cold breeze, but like undeath itself is here. Not death, but rather like some sort of dying energy is in this realm at the current time being. And it seems to sink into everything. The grass that is green on one side of the fence is almost a grayish green on the other. The metal on one side seeming rusted and more aged, more corroded. The wood itself of the building looking dry and almost like it's starting to rot from not just the years, but like something is sapping everything out of it.
I see. There have been many instances where Thomas has had to swallow his fear and just put one foot in front of the other. And confronted with what can only be called the unknown, he does just that. He'll tread down the path towards the house, noting the very strange appearance of, I guess, birds having died in trees, still watching. You know what I mean? Like, how must you have died to remain vigilant even in death?
Well, the birds, the crows, are still alive. It's the like skeletal remains of like off to one side is it looks like a wolf or something, and in the back it looks like
understood. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Completely misunderstood.
Yeah,
My
no, the
fault there.
birds seem perfectly fine and almost unfazed by it all.
That is somehow more unnerving. And so I guess at this marriage of life and death, I will tread the border. You know, I'm walking right down the center line, up to the home. And with good information at my back about, you know, this should be where my contact is. And knowing in the back of my mind that good information never really means a lack of danger. I will keep my hand on my pistol in my coat. And I will rap on the door.
As you rap on the door, slowly it seems to open. And inside there seems to be a woman that color seems to be vibrantly coming off of for some reason. While everything else here has had the color sapped out of it, this being seems to have color exuding from it. And without seeming to speak, she looks you in the eyes with what looks almost like a hypnotic, strange, multicolored prism that seems to be in place of her eyes, and slowly steps to the side, pointing towards the stairs.
Very well. Thanks for the hospitality.
And he'll step towards the stairs, making sure never to break eye contact with her, of course.
Yeah. As you get to the stairs, she seems to slowly close the door and move off to do something else. Before you seem to realize, you do hear movement upstairs. At first it sounds almost human, but there's these feathers that you can hear. As if large feathers on something humanoid.
He looks off at the woman who he was about to question. And then I think he just sort of justifies that this entire situation is so beyond the book, and beyond the realm of the reality that he knows, that he just sort of throws caution to the wind and starts up the stairs without a word.
As you come up the stairs, you see several hunched over women. Their noses are longer, almost like beaks. Their hair is thinning and black. They've got feathers growing out of their arms. And they seem to look at you with black, piercing eyes. And they seem to be leaving you alone, with a clear path towards a stairway into the attic, where the green glowing is slowly coming down the stairs with a odd mist that seems to hug the floor.
Evening, ladies.
And I will start up the stairs once again.
At you saying that, one of them seems to caw at you, almost like a crow itself. And as you walk by, they seem to caw and chitter to each other. Going up
Not gonna engage.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem like it was for me, so.
Yeah, they seem to be watching you as you go up the stairs to this green glowing room where a large woman, her skin looks almost decayed like a mummy's would. So like preserved while being decayed at the same time.
And yet she's moving around.
Yes, and her eyes are black. She seems to have feathers along her underside of her arm, almost as if they're wings. Her nose almost like a beak. And she just turns to you and goes, "You're the one that the acolyte had sent."
He nods. And would I have a badge? I guess I don't know the culture around this police force necessarily.
I mean,
I'm still figuring it
technically
out.
he would. I mean,
Yeah. I think he'll pull the badge and say, Detective Hargrove. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Detective. Oh yes, those new things at the police. Kind of like inquisitors, but less stabby.
Not very interested in sharing my own personal brand of morality, so long as I am able to keep people alive or find who killed them.
So you're looking for someone who killed someone.
Aye, that's right, ma'am.
And why do you come here then? Who was murdered? What do you desire from me to help you with this?
That's hard to say, ma'am. I suppose 20 years ago a young man was murdered. It happened in a dark alley. No witnesses. And yet, there's no other way to explain it other than he just... I've never seen a case of a man burning from the inside out. It wasn't natural. And throwing caution to the wind and sort of having to give up a lot of what I think I know, I'm forced into the assumption that it was supernatural in nature. After beginning my examination and learning of the existence of your, what was the word you used? Acolyte?
Yes, part of my coven. She's an acolyte. She's new to the order.
I learned of the existence of your order. For which I must admit there are no records, no information, just word of mouth and superstition.
Well, we liked keeping it that way in your guys' nation.
That's what I'm learning.
You guys.
And so, hat in hand, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You guys had a habit of trying to kill us. In fact, I have been contacted to come here and speak to you because of the poking around. Honestly,
I mean, no disrespect.
I took a very long nap after the paladins killed me the first time.
And that's part of the thing I think I'm having some trouble understanding. Can you expand on that?
Well, a while ago, the paladins found me and my extended coven in another country, and may or may not have killed me and almost every woman and child in my coven, except for the few that escaped. They've regrown the coven and brought me back within the last year, and I took that town back to actually be a safe hold for people and for mages.
Mages, as in
As in,
people who use magic.
yes, wizards, druids, all the way down to your classic warlocks and people who make dealings.
And we're not talking fairy tales or plays here. You mean real practitioners?
Yes. Like the kind that can throw fireballs or conjure
Right.
creatures made out of fire.
Heard. And, with this boy who was killed, burn it from the inside out, that wouldn't be unbelievable for someone of that capability.
Well, for them to burn from the inside out, that means something was inside them.
I see. Without putting too much of a damper on our very fun conversation, may I ask, and I mean no disrespect here, what you are?
She seems to blink her right eye and then open it and then her left eye before staring at you a second longer and going, I forget your kind in this nation don't remember the old times. I am technically a hag raven. A actual mother hag raven at that. Hence the women on the second floor that you saw. They're coming into being a hag themselves.
Hence the trouble vocalizing.
Yes. The process sometimes, for the weaker of will, renders them more animal than human.
Will they ever get better?
They may, with proper treatment and training. Much like a crow can imitate sounds, they learn to re-imitate speech, and they can sit here and cast their spells once more. It just takes time to get used to it. It's like having a new body or coming back from the dead, or which, now that I think about it, you would still find to be foreign concepts.
Correct. Yeah.
It's like if you sat on your hand for a while and then it went numb. And then getting the feeling back. It feels new in a way. Not like you.
I know exactly what that's like. I was a teenage boy for a while. All right. Well, I guess
The old lady just stands there for a second, seeming to try to calculate what you just said, before smiling knowingly.
I think he's used to a certain culture with his friends, with his compatriots, and being so uncomfortable, I think he reverted back to his humor. When he realized it was completely inappropriate, I think he stood there stunned for a little while until he saw her smile. And then he laughs nervously.
right. Excuse me. Sorry. You have to understand this is a lot to take in.
Well, if you really want, I can really blow your mind. I have a meeting that I have to attend shortly.
A meeting with who?
With the Fey Lord in the Fey Wilds.
Okay. See, yeah, that's mine. Pieces all around my skull. Can you tell me what that is? Who that is?
Well, he goes by Florence. He's the king of the moths in the moon court. He's very lovely. He's finally gotten his throne back, which is great because his brother apparently ran the place into the ground while I was dead. That was news to hear.
Right.
In fact, his father died while I was incapacitated. So, also news.
I'm sorry for your loss. I guess.
It's fine. I got over that relationship when he married his wife.
Okay. Good to know. So this King of the Butterflies,
Moths.
I guess what's his moths, my bad. He's a fairy?
He's a Fey Lord, yes.
Okay. And that's powerful magic, right?
Can be.
Okay.
They're only as powerful as their word.
I see.
So if they can't keep their word, they lose power and all that stuff. It's
I feel like I remember stories about Fae being real sticklers for wordplay.
they can be. Sometimes it's all about the spirit of the deal. Sometimes it's about the word of the deal. It also depends on which court they're from.
Okay. Okay. Different cultures, different deals, I guess.
Yes,
Different ways of doing things.
it's just like hags. There's many kinds of us.
You said you're a hag raven.
Yes.
Should I be scared of you, ma'am?
I don't know. Should you?
I don't know. This is all new to me. I guess, let's say you went to a town in a nation that had practitioners, and you saw some random schmuck come into your door off the street. Would he be shitting his britches?
Oh, if they came into my door, normal yeah, they probably would be. Our
Okay.
reputations aren't actually all that great because of some of the bad ones that there have been over the years.
I see. Okay.
Biggest example would be Baba Yaga. She ate people.
The old lady with the house and the chicken feet.
Yes.
Oh, wait, she was real?
Yes. Israel.
Alive? Today?
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ. Sorry. What's the human equivalent of what's the equivalent of Jesus Christ here?
Honestly,
I'm gonna use Jesus Christ until we fill that out. Until
Fair.
yeah. Until we color in that particular picture.
Wait till I tell you about the
Son of
fact that
human god.
wait till I tell you about the fact that technically there's swan ones as well. Swans and
Are
duck
they-
ones. And the
They
one
sound like they'd be weird.
and the one has a boat shaped like a duck
Okay.
with feet, so it's a boat that can walk on land.
Okay. That doesn't really do it for me. I'm gonna be honest. Like the whole crow, the raven thing. I get that. It's like dark and it's mysterious and it fits the vibe. Swans are a little, seem a little ridiculous.
Have you ever been hit by a swan's wings when they're angry? Or a goose?
Believe it or not, yeah. No, yeah. Doing police work, you end up in a lot of weird situations. No, I get that now. Okay, that's fair. Okay.
Doesn't seem scary until you get hit by them and you realize
Until it's like honking at you, right? Like,
conking at you and just
Yeah.
flapping its wings and hitting you. They are very scary.
yeah. That'd be scary. No, you got a good point there. Okay, so you offered to let me sit in on this meeting. Is that right?
Yes. And if you wish.
Are you sure that'd be acceptable?
I mean, technically I am part of the court and meeting up with somebody else who has finally gotten full permission to be in the court now. And meeting up with some adventurers that did help me out. Getting that city back.
All right. I would be happy to be a part of that. Where we're going, is my gun gonna be enough? Or am I gonna be up against people throwing, I don't know, explosive geese at me?
Explosive geese at you. I'll
Yeah, I
have
don't know, are
to
we
tap
fighting
to
any
my
of these?
cousin, because that would be an interesting thing for them to sit here and try, is spells shaped like geese that explode.
I'm just going off the imagine. I'm sorry, I didn't mean any disrespect. I hope it didn't come off rude.
No. You do realize we practice weird magic, and whatever insanity you can think, it's something that we would enjoy doing.
Heard. Okay.
So, yeah, if we can sit and take you along, I will warn you. Well, I'll ask you first. What do you know of the Fae and dealing with the Fae?
Well, I know that they're real now, so that's a big one.
Mhm.
I know that they're tricky some bitches.
Mhm.
And just talking to one, they're probably gonna try to get you doing something. At least that's what the stories tell me. Um,
Mostly the tricksters,
I
yes.
okay, okay, all right, good to know. So there's a bunch of different sorts. We covered that. Um, oh, names. Love taking names. That's one thing I know.
Good, good. You know the basic trick that every Fae tries to sit here and catch every newcomer to the Fae with.
My grandma loved telling me bedtime stories, and they always scared the shit out of me. So, good to know. That's real.
So, I will also say, if you're looking to sit here and delve more into this world, it might be appropriate to have a benefactor.
Very well. Okay. Are you offering?
I could be a benefactor. There's other benefactors that are going to be at this meeting. Some of them less kind, some of them with weird trades. Example
I would
being,
like to roll
Hmm?
sense motive.
Go ahead.
Just because this has been an incredibly positive interaction, don't get me wrong. But he's about to be whisked away to another land by this magical creature who is offering him some sort of benefit. And that's fucking scary.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I guess, yeah. So I'm rolling 2d10.
yep, 2d10 and then plus your sense motive.
That would be, I believe that's a 17. If I'm reading this right. No, sorry. It's just the mod, right?
No, it'd be the total.
Okay,
Which
okay.
you went for master and so. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yes, I did. And how would I roll on the sheet again?
If you're rolling on the sheet, there's a little checkbox in there that you can press after selecting. So you would do like skill, sense motive.
Got it. I see it. Okay.
Yep.
Got
Then
it.
you just click the little box above normal, and it would auto roll it.
Is that a 29?
Yep, that would be a 29.
Okay.
From what you can tell, just reading her, she's amused. She seems to have no ill intent. And her comment about them having very peculiar trades for some of them is quite honestly her perplexed by why some of them trade and what they do, and others just she understands the reasoning for it, but it's still weird.
Okay. All right. He can get behind weird. Weird is the day to day.
Yeah. So she's like, so there's making a deal with me. I will be honest. As you could probably tell from around here, I am on death because of, dying. I'm fell.
I guess you did do that, right? Yeah.
I'm fell, so the corruptive energies. And I'm nature. One of the other people that I'm very close to right now, his name is Mr. Shepherd. His actual patron name and title is the Lord of Silverlight. If you were to make a deal with him, his whole thing is, upon your death, he would want to eat your brains.
Okay.
That's something his people do. They gain intelligence that way.
With all due respect, I think I'd rather make the deal with you. You seem to be pretty on a level, and not trying to fuck me over.
You see, this adventuring group that who are going to see there, they feel the same way about me. It's great. It's wonderful. I had to deal with, for the longest time back then, people thinking that I was like all the other hags. Some of my sisters and I are perfectly fine. We make perfectly good deals. It's just people don't always ask the details.
Can I ask the details?
Yes. Some people ask for power, and they don't realize that with that power usually comes sometimes a total ascension from human. Like if you ask for power to be able to smite your foes and turn the clear skies into storms, it doesn't. You can't just give that directly to a human without some adjustments to them. Yes.
Right.
They can
Okay.
learn it over time, but you can't just, now you can control storms, throw lightning bolts, get cyclones and tornadoes.
Right.
Something has to happen.
That makes sense. I guess, what would you offer, Joe Schmo? Coming in hat in hand.
Being you come with a distinct set of skills, you're an investigator, detective. It could be useful to have someone that I can call for such favors if need be. Especially since we're getting more of a footing in this nation and potentially having someone that can look into things if one of my ladies gets removed, so to speak.
All right.
It gets beneficial to have somebody I can call up for some information or to look into something. What I can give you is a little bit of power, a little bit of juice to get you going.
I suppose if I'm walking into Magic Town, I should have a little bit on my own. So,
Good.
yeah.
She slowly moves to a chest and opens it. You see like teeth in this chest as if it's actually some sort of living creature and saliva. And she just reaches in and pulls out a strange tome with kind of fur and flesh on it. And slowly walks
Is that
over
sanitary?
to what?
You just pulled it out of that guy's mouth.
She just looks back to the creature, then back to you, then back to the creature. Oh, wow! You called it a guy. That's actually.
Well, I mean, I'm trying to expand my idea of guy, given that I just saw 3 crow women downstairs.
Most people just call them things. Even magic users.
He seems pretty well behaved. He's sitting there. He does the job.
I like you. The book seems. The book seems dry as she's offering it to you, but there seems to be an eye in the center of it, and it seems to be closed.
Well, before he notices the eye upon the book and has his emotional reaction to that, he's going to uneasily look at the chest in the background and say,
Thanks for keeping it dry for me, fella.
and then he's gonna take the book.
When you take the book, the eye opens up and you see what looks like a golden eyeball with a cat's eye just staring at you.
There's a moment of immediate surprise. His arms extend like he's a fucking, cat jumping off the ground and after getting startled. He doesn't let go of the book. He's just staring at the eye. There's a beat. And he says,
Is this a guy too?
Sort of. Kind of.
Okay. Hi, guy.
You see the pages slowly open up as like a black tendril slowly comes out and waves at you.
Okay. Couple of ground rules. We're gonna be working together. Those, Good for gestures. Hell, I'll even shake one. Here.
Then he puts a hand out to shake the tentacle.
It just wraps around your hand and kind of tries to simulate a shake, but tentacle.
It only gets so far, yeah. And then he says,
Ground rule number 1. Those don't come out at night, okay?
You see 5 of them seem to come out, and then 4 of them seem to ball up like a fist, with the top one just sticking up.
Yeah, I like that. All right, cool. I'm glad we could agree on that. Just, while I'm getting used to the whole thing. Name's Thomas. Good to meet you. Do you mind if I read you?
It seems to blink twice.
Take that as a yes.
and he opens the tome.
Okay. So do you just open it randomly to a page or just to the beginning?
We'll start at the beginning. He's an ordered gentleman.
Because you're only going to be able to speak common, human, so basically human in this world. So, yeah, some of the words and everything seem very, very not human. Near the bottom of the first page, though, it does seem to be, it does say written by, but the rest, like the name, you can't tell that. And it seems like the words are slowly starting to shift the longer you have them. As if they're trying to realign themselves.
Sorry, your name one more time, ma'am?
Let me check to see if I wrote this one down. I think I did.
He can just call her Granny. I think everybody in chat was calling her Granny. I'm fine calling her Granny.
I don't even think I know her name. I would just go with Granny.
Yeah,
too.
I think they never even asked when they were sitting here and getting their favors from her, and that's the worst part.
Dang. Dang.
Wasn't Hagatha, was it?
No, Hagatha was part of the Fomorians, thank you.
Ah.
Can I just call you Raven? I know that's not the exact boy you are, but you know.
Most
feminine
call me
name.
Granny, but you could call me Granny Raven if you wish.
Okay. Granny, I ain't never seen a book do this.
And he shows off the pages.
Oh yes, it's realigning itself so that its wielder can understand it. You only speak one language, so it's trying to translate somewhat for you. It just might take a little while.
I appreciate that, guy. Thank you. I should probably get on learning more, huh? If I'm gonna be out in the wider world.
Which is where, honestly, I could suggest you going with some acquaintances of mine and my covens.
You mean these people we're going to meet?
Yes, they'll be at the meeting. Yes. That's why I figured I'd offer, because what's the worst that happens? One of them's a scholar and speaks multiple languages. One of them is... Well, I've heard they've gotten into a lot of fun.
Alright. I can handle fun. Yeah, I know how to have fun. Yeah.
He has no idea. He's all business.
Yeah, no, 100%. They won't kill me for being a human, will they?
No, there's humans in that world. They're just, in those nations, the humans live amongst a lot of the other races. Unlike here, where there's segregation and everything. They're very, very intermingled. You see half elves, half Draconians, half dwarves, all over the place.
That can happen?
Yes.
Alright.
Wait till you find out about the people who bred with elemental beings.
You fuck a fire.
You know, that was my question, and I found out very, very, very horribly by being shown.
Oh, is that how my guy died?
No.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay,
what it probably
sorry.
was some sort of fire creature that was, either planted in him, either an egg or something that burned outwards, or some elemental creature that was being stored in the body, or a demon.
This house is pretty ruined. Is this just like a puke anywhere sort of situation, or do you got a bucket?
A bucket would be preferred.
Okay.
She kind of
You got
points
a
over
bucket.
to a cover, to a corner where there seems to be a mop and everything.
Pukes in the bucket. Yeah, he runs over and he pukes in the bucket. Yeah, no, 100%. Sorry.
It's okay. You've handled it well so far until now. Nerves and anxiety.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's I just about shit myself just coming into this house. So honestly, surprised it's only coming out of this end. Thank you, Granny, for everything.
Well, when we get to the Fae Court, it's going to be a little bit more lively.
No, I'm ready.
The,
I'm ready.
The hag
I,
energies here are very specific.
They're attributed to you and yours. So I'll I don't think there's anything left in the stomach that'll come out, so I think we'll be all right.
Okay. She slowly walks over to a door that seems to be mounted to a wall. Like, it should go nowhere except for maybe outside, right down into the ground. And she just opens it, and you see a grand ballroom before you. Pots of flowers, vases with flowers, paintings, statues, this large mural of moths and butterflies seeming to, move around, a large moonlight up on the top of the ballroom.
Before he steps through the door, he says,
I I think I actually prefer your decor.
Yes, they seem to be a little grandiose. They just repaired
It's a little much.
ballroom.
I've worn the same coat for the past 30 years. This is a little much.
Oh, I know. For over a couple hundred years I've been in this, but being a corpse makes it hard to change clothes.
Well, yeah, I'm sure. All right, well, ladies first.
She walks through the door, and it seems almost like she's shimmering, like almost disrupted from view a little bit on the other side. Almost like the portway is refracted in a sense.
he takes a deep breath and steps over the threshold.
Okay. And as you do...
Oh, he's keeping the book in hand, by the way, and he's named it Jimmy.
And as you walk in, you do step in, and there's a second door next to you in which you see a large, gaunt, like sheep man with large rounded horns and a giant silver ball of fire between the two horns walk into the room from a door next to yours and just turn to look at you.
Howdy.
With that, we will go back to the rest of the group.
I'm just meeting a biblically accurate angel over here on my first day in magic school. It's fine. It's all good. Yeah, no worries.
Oh, that was closer to like a Baphomet, but...
Hey, he can't tell the difference.
Without spoiling anything, and then you have me over here dapping that motherfucker up.
Now, the reason why two of our lovely dreams with patrons have been stopped. And why somebody feels so warm is because two of you got woken up early in the morning by the quicklings jumping on the bed, hopped up on sugar, and then starting to bounce out the room.
I forget. Or the quicklings are just random weeds, essentially, right?
They're small fey creatures that were sent to help rebuild the house for you.
Copy that. Okay, so they're fine. They're allowed to be here, and they're just irritating.
Yeah, they're just hopped up on sugar or something.
It's too early. What's going on?
Get the fuck out of our room.
One of them stops at the door as they're running out and is like, "What are you gonna do when you have children?" And then just runs out in a blur.
I ain't gonna have any.
Good.
Not right now, at least. Jeez.
And you don't know if it's connected to what you said or if it's something else, but you do hear them cackle as if in response to that.
Victor's silently just sleeping soundly a couple of rooms away.
Yep. And you get you get to wake up normally, naturally, perfectly fine. Maybe some kids yelling in the hallway, but
Why so many kids all of a sudden?
I mean, it's quicklings.
Sweats.
It's quicklings. What can you expect?
I look over at Stella and go, I think we're gonna have to visit our lovely other wife soon.
Yep.
I have a feeling I'm going to die if we don't.
Yeah.
I still want to visit because that's the right thing to do. However, I am a little fearing for my life from that dream that I just had. Lycan, it has been a very long time, and as an NPC that does not show up very often, I have forgotten my wife's name. What was her name?
Lady Mildred.
You
Lady
see?
Mildred, okay. I don't take notes anymore. I stopped. It was too distracting.
And it wasn't
Taking
Mordred.
notes was distracting.
It wasn't Mordred. It was Morgana.
Morgana. Okay.
Oh my god.
Morgana and...
Oh, don't
I
worry.
don't
She's a
know
redhead
mother's
that
name.
looks pretty small and has a giant greatsword that's
Yeah.
bright like the sun.
Me
Alright,
too.
Well, we need to visit her after we're done with our court proceedings today. I assume we have an agenda today. From what was described
I mean,
out of character.
you guys were gonna go back and see what you guys can help with or whatnot. So I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like we have an agenda today.
Yeah.
Like...
You
That
had a
was
weird
horrendous.
dream.
I had a horrible dream.
Yeah, mine wasn't too great either.
I really hope that wasn't a premonition or anything like that, because I am a dead man if it was. It's either that or I have a lot of talking my way out of something.
Yeah, you mean both.
if I remember, didn't I?
In the
give you
distance, you hear a noise that sounds like a bell.
Oh
Who does
no,
it
death is
telephone?
coming for me.
All right.
I'd say the church bells are ringing, but I already got married.
Those are funerary bells, actually.
Yes, exactly. That's how a lot of people feel about marriages too. As enough. Anyways, let's get ready for the day, and Mike and I am going to take a moment and send a message to Lady Morgana to have a visitation at some point. I'm unsure of the exact time frame, considering what I'm going to be doing.
Oh, no, it was Mordred. Why does my
Okay.
notes down here say Morgana?
Is that her mother, Morgana?
Apparently. Apparently
So
I
it's
messed up my
Morgana.
notes in the second spot of the notes.
It's essentially a Queen Morgana with Lady Mordred.
Yes.
Okay. In my dream, I saw Queen Morgana, who was reaching out to me to ask me why I have not given her daughter the proper respect she deserves.
Oh, shit.
So, if that is the real case, then I am going to write my living will today. If that is not the real case and that was just a dream, then I am going to try to contact Mordred to come and hang out at some point. I don't know if we're actually a close trip to the Sun Court, and I doubt we are, but it would be nice to
it'd
see
be
her
nice.
again, and she is welcome here anytime.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Out of character, Lycan, how long does it seem like we are going to be here since we wanted to help repair things? A couple of weeks at least?
Repair what? There's a lot of things you wanted to repair and work on around here.
We wanted to help get things back and running, like, not necessarily politically, because I am not into the political scene yet, but more so, like, actually help get things up and going. Maybe not actual building projects, but if we need to go get supplies or something adventurers are good at.
But there are two places that you guys were talking about helping. That there's.
Yes.
Are we talking about the Feywild, or are we talking about
Yes.
material plane?
Yes. I'm saying yes because I mean both.
Because
I
also,
assume we are going to be spending a couple of weeks between here and there.
you can, yes. You can also technically leave them to their own devices, whatever you guys want to do. I just know you guys wanted to go see the court, especially since you guys had other things to deal with the court, including your stuff.
If you think of it this way, if you have a war and you finish the war, all of the resources are depleted, everyone is all disheveled and messed up, so the point being is we're trying to just get things back up and running again and in a good state. I know that's going to take years, so I'm not looking for a turnaround today, but I'm looking for okay, that looks like it's in a positive trend and everything looks good. And I also want to pay the favor back to Florence, and I also want to collect anything for the seat and actually get that finalized, as well as then go and help what we messed up or did in the material plane.
Well, with the Wood Elf town, because of the whole factor that the doppelgangers were there and all that, it's just sitting her and getting the trade routes back up and running the rest of the way. Which, even then, they were already mostly up. It's just they were,
In the town case, it's we messed some shit up in the material plane, and we deserve to try to set some things right.
Yeah.
So if they're struggling somewhere, and we can provide, then we should.
And that's the thing is they're most of what it is just the doppelgangers weren't all efficient at what they were doing.
Yes.
They knew the surface level knowledge of what they were supposed to be doing, none of the deep seated knowledge. So like farming, there was some loss of crops, same with animals, because that knowledge that the actual farmer would have been able to pull on that he's not thinking about every day, it wasn't there. They couldn't copy it.
Yep.
So there were some mistakes to be had. So most of it is mistakes or, resources, or the underground resistance that realized what was going on and started trying to fight back against the slow invasion. The mines were not really being used except for by the Earth Cult when they took them over and all that, because they're not really a mining village anymore.
Yep. So that's why it was like hey, set up trade with these guys.
Yeah.
It's like, that's not their land to take. Yeah, well, set up trade with these guys because they don't have a place to go, and they'd be extremely useful to you guys if you don't be assholes to them.
Yeah. So that's the thing, is there's not a lot to do in the material plane because it's mostly already there anyways. The war was mostly between the Earth Cult stuck in the mines and the Fae trying to invade.
Copy that.
So it's like
essentially what I was going to do
most
is
of
help set up here with the Fae courts, make sure everything's established and
most of the damage
running,
is
and then
in
I
the
was
Fae
going to
court.
move over to the material plane.
Yeah,
but that process, I would assume, is going to take at least 2 weeks.
The Fae courts, it depends on how you approach it. If you approach direct, yes, it can take a while.
The reason I'm asking is
if you're asking for help from
the reason I'm asking is if I'm planning to be there for a couple of weeks, then I can give Mordred an okay to come over because I'm actually going to be there, rather than giving her an okay to come over and then just not being there or needing to be busy somewhere else.
I mean, you can sit here and plan however you want, because it's however you guys choose to end up dealing with it, because there's many avenues that have not been really displayed to you guys. As far as you're concerned, you might be sent on diplomatic errands. You might be asked to sit here and help rebuild a soup kitchen. You don't know. You just know that there's work to be done. You also don't really know how time works in the Feywilds compared to time working in the material plane.
Yep. All right. Well, then at that point, I can probably ask whoever as a messenger in that situation.
You mean like the messenger that is there helping coordinate the quicklings?
I would assume the lamp person.
Yes, the bringer of the lamp, the little blind moth person.
The fabulous blind moth person.
Victor wakes up like an hour and a half, 2 hours after Stella and Axel. And he strolls downstairs. Actually well rested for once. He didn't stay up reading. He didn't stay up thinking about anything. It was one of those sleeps you get after being gone for a while and being back home, even if it had been just a little while he was gone. The parts of the dream are familiar in his memory, so he's going and looking for Stella and Calder.
You find Stella, like, totally disheveled, nursing a cup of coffee. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Azeroth is sitting there doing the same.
You two had the dreams too, huh?
Oh, you had a dream as well?
And you see the lamp bringer. You see the lamp bringer sitting here and bringing you guys food and setting it up on the table as you guys are talking. Continue.
So Victor's gonna pull some food onto his plate. So the dream I had was with the ferryman, actually. And he said that all three of us have questions about our families and different things we want to know. If we are at the lake next full moon, he will arrange to where we can meet some ancestors and get answers.
Understood. We need to meet with Mordred. He reaches over to take Stella's hand.
Yeah.
Just
Very well.
not say anything of negativity. I don't intend it that way, but we have obligations of,
Yeah.
engagement to speak with her, and I do want to actually truly make a good relationship with her. So
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that makes
Speaking of-
sense.
Speaking of dreams, mine was interesting. So let's smoke, and, like fog or smoke, and then walked into a court. There's a dragon. Looking down on me like a judge. Sure what that was about.
yeah,
Does the
I might have some
dragon-
suspicion.
so
So
we all had
we-
weird dreams.
Yeah,
A general understanding of yours, because if mine is true, then Lady Morgana's probably on her way, and I'm gonna be dead within the week.
Eh,
I mean, if you met with your wife's mother, you shouldn't have any problems, right?
I never met her at any point that I know that I remember. That I remember.
You slowly see the little moth look towards you, its blind white eyes seeming to stare right at you for a second. Oh, you are so in trouble.
But blame our. Is he a demigod? Zenny?
Yeah,
I
he's
forget.
he's technically a demigod.
Okay, and blame our demigod friend Zenny then.
Oh, now we're blaming others for not showing up at our new
Hey.
wife's mother's place and saying hi.
Victor just
I-
eats and listens to the banter.
Anyways, point being, need to send a message to Lady Mordred. And also, do you have a spell for just contacting people? The amount of times I have needed to just talk to someone who's either on the same plane or a different plane of existence for me, that I need to send a private message to them without interference from other people or a message being intercepted is very high.
You see the small moth person reach into its sleeve of its robes and slowly pull out a letter and go, "Well, Mordred did send you a letter."
Oh, please share if you would.
He just puts it on the table, then pulls out another one and is like, "And Florence sent you a letter too."
He's literally down the hall, isn't he?
No,
Or
he's
does he go
he's
somewhere
still in the
else?
court. He was taking care of the court. He's in the court.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget. We are not.
No, you're at Victor's
In the
place.
We're in the. This is how long it's been. I forget.
Yep. So he puts that one
All
down,
right.
and then he sits here and pulls out another one, and he's like, "And Julian sent you a letter."
Why is Julian
Popular
sending me
today.
a letter? All right, what do they say? I will happily read through them, and I plan on going to the Feywild possibly today.
Okay, which one are you going to open up first?
Morgana, or Mordred's one.
Okay.
I better not be receiving letters from Morgana yet, or I'm fucked.
If Morgana tracked you down already, I don't think a letter is going to be the thing that's going to be the worry. Mordred's note states that her mother's a little bit angry. She found out that she's married. And says something about apparently it's been revealed that that you don't seem to know who her mother is?
I knew, but I was asking the name directly so I could make sure.
But she's seeing it, her mother sees it as a faux pas, and wanted to know why her conversation with you was cut short.
I'm sorry, I hung the phone up.
Hello, Quicklings. And also in the note, it also mentions that she will see you at the meeting in which Florence is calling. Not Morgana, but Mordred.
Well. Good. Good. One of them, not the other. Alright, well, that serves it. So, in the case of my imminent demise, Stella, I leave you anything that's worth of value that I have. Careful on any of the cards. There might be pointy objects.
Great, a skull and a chest. Full of stolen objects.
He didn't say that.
He didn't say that, but that's what...
He pulls out a deck of cards and looks at it and goes, I don't actually know what's in these at this point in time. So, have fun if I do pass, but here's my general inventory. He puts it back into his pocket.
Wonderful.
Oh gosh, why can't I remember? A torchbringer, or lightbringer.
Lampbringer.
Lampbringer. Sorry, too many lights. I'm frazzled. I have a brief question. That question of contact still stands. I have heard of a spell called a sending spell. Does that exist? Do you have access to it? And is there a way I could learn said spell? Because that would be fantastic with my out of character 40 RP points.
There are ways to do that. But
I would like that because of the sheer amount of times I have needed to contact someone close to me that I've had to employ some weird methods to do so.
Well, that's the thing. There's many methods to do that. You could send animals to go get it, to go take it.
The specific thing is the times that I'm sending, like, war plans, so to speak, is surprising. So I would say private ways of sending a message that can't be intercepted through normal means.
You see the moth just slowly seem to rub its chin and face a little with one of its hands, and it's like, ah. So you need to send a lot of information to only one target receiving.
Yes. Preferably like a conversation, or like I'm sending a letter to their brain or something. Quite literally quoting sending spell.
Yeah, but sending spell also has a limit on how much data you can send. And
that's fine. I need to be able to communicate with someone to at least ask them to meet at a certain point, or that I have something important to say at the bare minimum. And multiple communication points are fine. I don't need to have a so-called, like, conversation with them verbally, unless that's an option.
Okay, you're asking for
basic
things and
information.
saying preferably this way, but also this way is okay. But
I need to be able to secretly talk to someone at a long distance, either to another plane, like from here to the Feywild, or from here to here, but at a long distance, and preferably someone that I already know.
okay, you're looking at something like a sending or message spell.
Sending is what I was looking
If
for.
you're going to the mind, if you're looking for a two-way conversation, usually telepathic links like that are very limited in distance unless you have some sort of thing that can heighten the power and act as a receiving end. Hence,
Basically, I want to spend my RP points and
Yeah.
sending spell. If it works somewhat similarly to Dungeons & Dragons, it should be fine. That's all I need.
yeah, sending would be limited, and you can send the message. Doesn't mean the individual can send one back.
Got it. I was hoping for two-way communication. Sending with a receiving.
Because they would need sending as well, if I remember, don't they? In D&D?
No. Sending is two-way. In Dungeons
You get a
and Dragons.
reply.
You can reply to the message as part of the magic. It's 25 words one way and 25 words the back.
Okay, so it's just a one-time exchange.
Yep. Yeah, there's no other thing. So you can be like, hey, meet me at the lake house at midnight.
So you're asking me to add...
We don't have to do it now. It's fine. I just need to know that I can access that spell and where I can grab it. Or I can find it in a spell book somewhere so Azeroth can learn it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for an avenue to learn said thing. I will off-screen that. I don't need it right now.
Oh, I had already added to the list. Yes, there was a spell for that being added, and there were higher level ones I was working on to add to the list.
Yeah. Copy that.
Because some of them
We'll
were
get to that when we
telepathic,
get
and
to that.
some
I
of
just
them
need to
include,
spend-
what you literally saw what the moth did.
Yep.
That was a spell. He literally checked the mailbox.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's that. What if you want to summarize what the other letters say so we can get moving? Out of character. I
Well,
wanna
which
be
one?
able to get to the
Which
new
one do you
player.
want next?
I am going to be reading Florence's because honestly, I don't give a shit about Julian's.
Okay, that's just a summon to a whole meeting to sit here and actually give you the official titles and to sit here and let everyone know that you are technically part of the court and address anything that anyone has to.
That, oddly enough.
Yep, so basically it was just a well-timed sent letter that the court is ready for receiving such things. Yeah. And Julian's thing, who wants to open it?
I will take it.
I'll read it. Oh,
Okay.
go ahead.
Okay, Stella, so you're going to open it?
Yeah.
You say it like that, and my first thought is this filled with drugs or something? Like, is this going to explode and we're all going to contract some disease?
So what does happen when you open the envelope is it bursts open and you see paper moths sit here and form into a shape of a hand and slowly flip you off before flying away.
I'm gonna real quick just I want to burn
What?
that
Yes, Julian sent you guys that after you guys police brutality'd him.
Before the thing starts flying off, I would actually like to, I guess, mage hand it or throw. I don't have fire, or I would throw fire at it.
Wow, you guys got really offended by that.
No, I'm fine. I just don't want it flying off where the fuck it's flying off.
It's just paper
He
moths.
can have his opinion.
It's just paper moths. They're just flying around the house. Like,
I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Thank you.
okay, yeah, and they just all fall to the ground, and it's just literally just origami moths that he made and enchanted to Sahurn specifically flip you guys off.
Remind me to go to his cell to punch him in the fucking nuts.
Ain't worth our time.
Yeah. We are summoned to the Moth Court.
Yep.
And, coincidentally, my wife is going to be at the Moth Court.
You see the lamp bringers just hold up a key and go, well, I have a key.
To get to the court?
Yes.
Fantastic. I will utilize that if you're willing to open the door for us, or do you want us to?
I can open the door for you guys. It works in the basement door.
Now, my question in that case is there anything nice I can do for you? Because you just made the trip way easier.
You see him start to vibrate nervously.
Juice, you're a moth creature.
You just see his antennas perk up. Juice?
Yeah, see? I want to provide you like a tip as thanks. That's it. No other weird face stuff with it. I'm a material plane creature. I'm not asking for your soul or anything. I just want to give you some juice because you made my life easy.
You see his eyes widen. Can material plane creatures take someone's soul?
I would presume that there are people who could do that, but I am not one of them, no. So I can't answer that properly.
You have now frightened small moth.
I do good at that. I'm great with kids.
So after you're gone.
So Victor's gonna turn and talk to the Herald. Who do I need to talk to about setting up a portal between the downstairs and the office that should be mine in the Fey Court, or it would have been my grandfather's?
You might just need a key.
Okay.
Most dignitaries just need a key. And they usually have to have.
What we'll probably do.
And they usually have to have like 2 parts of the key. Sometimes they have multiple. It depends.
All right. Thank you.
If you go for one that can be used in multiple doors and go back to multiple doors, it's going to be a multi-part key. If you go for one that is just to that door and then you have to go back normally or whatnot, it's just a 1-part key.
Okay. That makes sense to me. So, do you guys have everything you need to go, or?
Yeah, I'm ready right now.
Yeah.
I am anxious,
Okay.
but ready.
Let me get dressed first.
Well,
Okay.
after you were all dressed, fed, and whatnot, You meet the lamp bringer down in the basement, where he seems to unlock that ornate oak door in your grandfather's hidden study. And you see a large ballroom and a familiar hag standing in front of you guys as she seems to walk out a door next to yours.
Hello. He's going to give a small bow.
Well, do you guys go through the door, or?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's.
Yes.
I'm gonna say hello after I get through the door, assuming that the portal probably obscures some shit.
Okay.
I am
we'll
going to
follow him.
immediately offer Granny a hug if she's okay with that.
I mean, she kind of accepts the hug and is like, well, that's awfully
It's a
affectionate.
pleasure to see you again.
You see the Lord of Silver Light seem to look over to you guys after looking at this human that's standing next to him.
I know you said you were popular. I didn't know it would be this, familiar.
Pleased to meet you. You're a new sight.
So really quickly, I guess both for the people who've come from my camp to watch the stream and also for me and Thomas, can you guys describe who I'm looking at here?
Ah, that's correct. I have not heard of the descriptions. I'm gonna step back and let the other two describe.
So, you see a cheetah woman wearing a cowboy hat and a long leather duster, and she's got a Winchester lever action rifle slung over her shoulder.
I have never seen a person like you in my life, but you have very good taste in firearms.
So, Victor is wearing. He's actually still in the armor that he's had with him since dealing with the cult in the Belmont's town. The only thing he doesn't have on is a helm, and he has a sword, or his short sword, kind of attached at the hip.
Now, for that
And-
armor, for everyone's understanding, it is more like an exosuit, not fully with a shell, but kind of like to help support movement and everything. The armor that is produced by it is actually like a generated field around.
Is it like made of light or some shit?
That one I believe we said that was just an arcane one, so it would be more of made out of just raw arcane energy itself.
Mhm.
Is he glowing, I guess, is my question.
I mean, is it active?
Nah, I haven't activated it. It's just there.
No, so it just looks like a strange, like, hinged...
Gunmetal
Body
coil.
suit.
Yeah, like a strange hinged suit around Victor that helps him kind of move.
I see.
And at the moment, since we're in a non-violent setting, I've kind of got my trench coat kind of thrown over it, because that's been with me the whole journey of Victor. I've got my long brown hair kind of tied back, my pointed elven ears kind of just barely sticking through it.
Thomas sees you, and I guess he doesn't really know what to make of what's under the coat. And kind of like he's doing his best to look you in the eye and not stare at your chest as if you were a, busty woman. And just says something along the lines of, we match. And he sort of like gestures at his own duster.
You're not a human, are you?
Nah, I'm a wood elf.
Okay.
Victor's intrigued at meeting the new person. And so there's gonna be a bit of curiosity. Especially since he is an archivist, which is just all intents and purposes a librarian.
Yeah, that's cool. He's going to. Thomas is extremely scared of saying anything that could be construed as rude because he is culturally so out of place. It's not even fucking funny.
Victor's gonna
and-
hold his hand out to him.
Thomas is absolutely going to shake his hand.
Gentle squeeze and a smile, and he's gonna let it go.
He smiles back. Axe, what am I looking at, man?
So, Asnoth is currently in his other outfit, considering the day that he's coming here. So, this is actually a different outfit that the others have seen, but he has a brooch above his heart that is essentially a sun and a moon type of symbol. He is wearing what looks to be combat gear that is more modernized, so it fits in with 1920s, 1930s aesthetic. So it looks like a dress shirt with a little bit of like leather in specific areas to protect, but it's not like outrageously leather, which would be abnormal ish for wearing leather clothes, unless type of biker gang type of shit.
We didn't even got those in
shirt with
1920.
some leather. Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah,
the thing,
real.
that doesn't exist there.
Yeah.
The other thing that he has is he has some type of overcoat that almost doubles as essentially a cape, more or less. Leaves his legs almost completely open.
Yeah.
And he has what seems to be some general throwing knives tossed around on certain parts of him. Most cases, it just looks like he has a combat knife. That's really what stands out. And beyond that, he looks mixed between well-dressed, like a suit, or combat.
Real.
And,
Okay.
He'll reach a hand out, give you a handshake. And the other thing is, this is a full-ass dragon man. Like anthropomorphic dragon man that is a
fluffy dragon man,
a draconian or a dragonborn. And yes, he is fluffy. And no parts whatsoever human. His eyes also are almost milky looking, milky and silver. And what you would see in them would remind you of looking at a starry sky at night. Like kind of like if you stare in that one spot specifically, some of the lights kind of disappear and fade until you look away from them. That type of effect.
Gotcha. He is going to shake your hand. He's used to this gesture, and it comes second nature to him. He's more than willing to give you respect, but he is absolutely staring. You know what I mean? Like, it is difficult to. It's probably like socially uncomfortable, like the amount that he's staring. He's taking in as much as he can without his brain shattering. And when he finally stammers out a word, he says, I've never met anyone like you in my life, and I apologize. Are you cozy?
Cozy? Warm?
You look very cozy. Yeah, you look very cozy.
Yes,
Okay.
he is very cozy.
Okay. I don't know why that's the first thing to come to my mind, but it is.
The name
Sorry.
is Calder Belmont. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Calder, it's a pleasure. Victor, and I believe it was Stella.
Stella. Yes.
Pleasure to meet all of you. My name is Thomas Hargrove. I come from the human nation. I'm what you would call an an investigator or a detective. Oh, where my man is. Sorry.
He presents his new tome, Jimmy. And he points the eye out for everybody.
This is Jimmy. We just became acquainted. Jimmy, please say hi to the nice people.
5 tendrils come out almost like a hand, kind of woven together, and just start waving back and forth from inside the pages.
Victor waves back at
You have a
Jimmy.
nice one too.
Oh,
Do I pick
got
up
one
on
of
the
these?
fact that that was possibly from Granny?
It's a pretty safe assumption.
I got one too, actually. He pulls out his, and his is essentially a puppy. So
Yeah, his essentially
wow.
opens up and flaps its book. Its actual what are they called? The outside. The
Cover?
Yes, the cover.
Dust jacket?
It's using the jacket
jacket.
and cover as kind of
yeah.
a wing to flap while the pages are kind of dangling there.
Oh. Is he like your pet?
he's really cool. He's got some functions. I wouldn't call him a pet though.
Okay.
I mean, to me it's a spell book, but he's fantastic. He's got his own
Well,
personality. He gives him
Jimmy is a gentleman, and he's my work associate.
Jimmy seems to give a little thumbs up, curling the 4 tentacle fingers.
I
Um,
will look up as well. My apologies, Lord of Silverlight. It is a pleasure to see you as well. Just I was making a new acquaintance.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was meeting more people. Hi. Good to meet you, Thomas.
The large goat man just takes your hand and tries to gently just shake it. The hoof kind of situation makes it a little bit hard, but they did seem to elongate out into like finger-like claws that sort of wrap around your hand.
He's looking at the hand more than he's looking at the gentleman at this point.
Beyond that, he looks like he's been trimmed recently, like the wool has been trimmed off of him and everything, and he just speaks. His strange like tongue has barbs on it inside of his mouth, and along his jaw you see a separate set of teeth that look like it's from some other creature of sorts, but it looks like it's his. It looks almost like sheep teeth
Yeah.
as he speaks. It is a pleasure to meet you. I see the old hag has found a new friend.
You
You
could
said-
definitely say that. Yes. Did that hurt you? Gotta ask.
What hurt me?
You made fingers.
He just looks at
So does
his
this-
hand for a second. He's like, "Oh, yes. I'm still shaping out of my human form that I hide in. Most mortals don't
Okay.
look at my kind so kindly. I'm from the
I'm
Fell
learning that.
Plains."
Right. Granny mentioned
He's a
that.
very good
They're the opposite of the Fae, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Okay. The Fae seem like assholes. So wouldn't the opposite of an asshole be pretty cool?
Victor
Well-
Take offense to that.
Sorry.
Some of the Fae are nice. Some of the Fell are assholes too. It's all a matter of who they are.
The poison.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm learning that. I'm just afraid of having my name stolen.
No, you see,
well,
the
I mean,
Fell
also
you
be
have to worry
worried-
about corruption of your being. Thankfully,
Okay.
my kind don't corrupt humanoids.
Okay.
When we
I
feed from a sheep, we can parasitically make them one of our children.
Got it. Granny, did you bring the bucket by any chance?
And behind the Lord of Silverlight, you see 2 humans that seem to be dressed like shepherds, and one of them seems to have a bucket and just kind of offers it to you like,
I'm just gonna hold on to
Don't
this for a
worry.
little bit.
Don't
He
worry,
just like
it's
hold.
easier.
Okay.
He like hugs it against his chest. He's got like his arms wrapped around the rim of it.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very nice to meet you, Lord of Silverlight. Lord of Silverlight.
yes. Be happy it's not my brothers. Brawley would be way too boisterous, and the black sheep, well, we don't let him go to most
About him?
gatherings like this.
Okay. Is it like he would eat the compatriots, or he would make a fool of himself? Is he just a loud drunk?
His usual followers are assassins,
Okay. Yeah. Yep.
spies, that kind of stuff.
This is the world I've stepped into. I made the conscious choice to step through that door. I have to accept that.
Mine are
Just,
shepherds. My brother Brawley, the boisterous one, would be paladins. Much like what your nation seems to enjoy using.
Yeah, I'm learning they not well received over here.
It's also interesting that one of yours would be introduced to magic in a way that you weren't adverse to it, so it's refreshing and slightly off-putting to most of the people in these realms.
With all due respect, sir, a man was killed, a young man, and I learned the hard way. Well, I was kind of shoved into the light, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
Didn't know any of this shit was real for a while. But tool's a tool, I carry a gun.
True. And a gun can still be useful even within a realm like this, so don't forget that.
I
Magic
appreciate
is
it.
good,
Thank you.
but a gun can still do a lot.
That's comforting. Especially coming from a man like yourself.
He looks over at Stella.
Right, she knows what I'm talking about. Hey, high five.
Yeah. Yeah, very hesitantly holds up a hand to receive a high five.
Slap.
Like,
There's a fur on skin slap.
Not even a
You-
fur,
you
because
get-
technically there's that whole little thing that cats have with their paws and everything.
Oh, paw pads, baby. Yeah, yeah.
So it's
There's
beans
a
to
skin
hands.
on bean slap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you get the sense that Stella is a little bit anxious.
At meeting a human, or generally speaking.
I mean, generally, but especially a human.
Heard.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be too forward, I guess.
No, it's fine. It's,
Victor's gonna say hello to the Lord of Silverlight.
How have you been, Victor?
I'm doing pretty good. I've learned a lot about my family in the last few days.
Oh dear.
Rebuilding some things.
I feel it sounds worse than it actually is. If it's any consolation, we are actually very new to the Feywild as well, and
That actually is a
overall,
great
it's-
comfort to me.
It's yes, anyone in this room is a friend to you, but beyond that, I would be rather careful about shaking hands with anyone else. A gentle bow or a nod is usually enough, and just greeting them is often enough. But beyond that, you should be safe in the court as long as you're not interacting with anyone specific.
Okay.
You might
A lot of
immediately know when someone's up to no good.
ways to get your name stolen around here. I'm learning.
If it's any help, I can't steal your name, even if you tried to give it to me.
Okay, so you are not a fae.
That's to be decided because I.
Though he
I
sits
am
on
a
the
lord in
council,
moth
he
court.
does not have the title of Fae.
See, you're not doing a whole lot to inspire comfort here. It sounds like you're trying, but but I'm a little off put. I can't lie.
Or
I'm-
Silverlight's
I'm-
like, don't worry, I have a seat as well, but this is only my second time in the Feywild.
Okay,
fair.
all right. Stella, I'm sorry, you were trying to say something.
So yeah, I'm just mortal. I'm just a person.
Aren't
Okay,
you married
all
to
right.
one of
Yeah.
the Fey princesses?
Yeah, well, yeah. Kind of am.
You understand
Yeah.
that too is exceptional, right?
Yeah. I've a lot has happened in a very short time, and I'm still getting used to it.
Miss Belmont,
How long are
you
you-
were swinging far below your pay grade, so to speak.
Sorry. There's a joke there. I understand socially, like I can read that social cue that there's a joke there. I don't get the joke.
We're married. We're also married to basically a Fey princess.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
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 she-
the
Very
vampire.
high up there, Fey princess.
okay, is the Fey princess very small?
No, the joke was that she's saying she's just immortal.
Okay, I understand. Sorry. Had to make sure.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize.
You know, in the storybooks, I mean, a lot of the Fae are very small. I've learned through Granny that is not the case for everybody.
I wouldn't say that my wife is very tall, but I would say that I'm fearful that if she got upset, I would get ripped in half.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't think she's going to be upset. She seems very nice.
Okay, that's good. Hey, congratulations on the nuptials.
Say, tell you how recent it is and the conditions that it was under. I haven't quite had the conversation with Stella if she's taking the last name or if we're all individually keeping last names.
Oh, very new then. All right. Well, was it like an arranged thing? Is this?
From what my
I'm
contact and old drinking partner, Zini, said, they were drunk and gallivanting around the Feywild for a few weeks. Came across her when she was ditched at a wedding by another Feylord, and ended up marrying her.
Wow. Hey, that's some fucking story to tell.
Yeah.
Honeymoon before the wedding is not a typical story here.
Not to mention my third wife. He pulls out a literal playing card. I'm not kidding. The playing card, like from a deck, like 52 cards.
Yeah. What's printed on the card?
It looks like a giant
Showing the
cat
back
lady
of the card.
reading a book in a
It's-
room.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, he'll show the front of the card.
So you got 3 wives?
Uh,
That he knows of.
he points over at Stella. It was her idea.
He like wipes the sweat off his brow.
Wait, I thought the human nation is kind of crazy.
I would say the trio wedding is definitely a abnormal event that wasn't expecting, but am very enthused with.
All right. Hey,
Weirdly enough,
Congratulations.
I didn't make that decision on my own. Not that you would imagine that hearing it on the outside. Carrying on the outside, everyone thinks I'm a womanizer and a terrible person.
Hey, I didn't say nothing, brother. All right, you do what you gotta do. No, I'm kidding. You seem like a very nice boy. Damn.
Gives the most car salesman smile he can.
Which, for a dragon-like creature, is a lot of teeth.
It's very terrifying. Yeah, no. Clutch the bucket a little tighter.
So, Victor, Stella, Azzy, I understand we're here for court. Is that right? Granny brought me here as a +1.
Yes, I believe there's some proceedings happening today. I was also summoned, and I'm not entirely sure of what Florence wants, but well, I'm here to receive my seat officially, from what I understand. So,
Congratulations again, not only on the nuptials.
yeah, so, thank you.
Uh,
It's weird to meet you at this specific time, but we just ended up helping remove essentially a dictator from here, if that makes sense.
so you three regular-sized people.
And he looks up at the Lord of Night. What was it? The Lord of
Silverlight.
Silverlight. The Lord of Silverlight. Who is this giant goat man?
You three regular-sized people helped to depose a dictator in this magical land.
Helped, yes. Not
We
here
had
on
help.
our own.
From what I heard, they
Have
threw
you
a
guys-
flashbang into the room, shouted at him, and beat him.
That's a very hold on. That's not a very magical way to do things. I was about to ask if you guys had climbed into this realm through a wardrobe or something, but that's a
lake,
pretty
actually.
normal. Like, got it. Okay.
He says
We're
very
sorta going-
matter-of-factly, and not
Yeah, yeah.
realizing that it's funny, actually.
I feel like we're going back and forth between things are very magic and things are not very magic, and I'm kind of confuzzled.
It's like a friend here said, guns are still very effective.
Guns are still very
You will be
effective.
sup-
Okay.
You'll be surprised.
Okay. All right. I like that.
I hate to ask specifically, but Granny, do you think our new friend here would fit in very well with the Sanctum?
I was
Like,
hoping
possibly
that you
reach
guys
out.
might ask that and might be able to take our new friend on a little adventure or two. He does seem like he might be of use to you guys and might like to see the world outside of his nation. Also
I
gives him
would
more
be
mysteries
honored
to
take
solve.
him if he will want to go. I'm not going to force him to do so. I know Draconians are not extremely common.
No, listen, I am absolutely enthused. Don't get me wrong. I might still be a little wet behind the ears. But I'm learning for the first time that that I've been lied to for a long time, you know? And I'm not one to take that lying down. So, eyes wide open, I want to jump in.
Now, consider us friends, and if you want to go on a little bit of drinking with me after our meeting, I'd be happy to do so. I am well versed in the normal fashion of ways in the material plane, so.
Oh, Azzy, we were already friends. All right, you don't gotta oversell it.
You see the Lord of Silverlight go, do you think that's really a good idea? Your first time into the Feywilds while you were drinking ended up causing you to get married and in trouble a lot. You really want to drag somebody else into that?
There's a different level of drinking, thank you.
True, you guys wouldn't be drinking with a demigod who is partying.
Yes.
It's like
This will be your
normally
brother,
I
right,
control
Lord?
my liquor.
And well,
With that, go ahead, Victor. Sorry.
Thomas has willingly gone into this, so whatever happens will happen.
I don't like the way you said that. No, listen, I agree 100%. That was very ominous. And coming from the like the guy who looks the most like me from the party, I feel like that's a little bit too ominous.
All I'm saying is Calder loves to get into chaos.
Chaos I can handle.
I-
Magic, I'm still learning.
I feel like
That's an
chaos tends
understatement.
to find me more so.
Oh, I realized I never really described Thomas's appearance. I'm not sure if this is an okay time or if I should save that for later.
You go ahead.
Honestly, go for it.
Okay. Thomas is a short man. He is probably 5'7". He is right on the cusp of middle age, not quite. He's maybe 38. He's got a head of curled, and honestly a little bit too long at this point. Brown hair, and very, very sharp eyes. His shoulders are slumped and he looks a bit slight. But there is a very keen look in his eye. And he has a habit of it's very obvious that he's quite aware of his surroundings. Even during this conversation, he has kept his head on a swivel and is doing his best to take in everything around him. Some might see this as being, kind of shifty or maybe suspicious. And whatever your take on it is your take on it. He wears a plain white button down with a tie and a duster around his shoulders.
Exactly the way I imagined him. So
I'm glad. Okay, cool. I'm glad I'm selling it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
And Granny, and for the other people in the room, Granny is literally just wearing an old dress that she's been wearing since even the first time you guys met her. Being undead, she doesn't really have as much hygiene to take care of. And Lord of Silverlight, unlike when you guys originally met him in his kind of farmer's clothes, it seems to be in a black and red suit with just a vest, not a jacket on, nice button-up shirt. It seems to go he's got his wrists buttoned up and everything with nice silver cufflinks and all that. He looks like he dressed up a lot for this.
That makes sense. That's cool.
Thomas, if I may, would you like a little bit of a pregame drink, so to speak, at the moment, or are you a little too attached to the bucket at the moment?
Oh no, yeah, that would make all of this go down a lot easier. Yeah, no, please.
He hands him a flask and looks at him and goes, "Easy, it's moonshine."
Got it. He takes a swig, and then he takes a second, and then he hands it back.
And he's also going to take a swig. Something that he can totally, not worry about. Because he knows
Yeah,
he's
no,
probably
for-
going to have to do some talking.
Here's hoping Thomas doesn't have to talk much at all.
so should
He
we?
also takes a swig of her own.
I mean, it's offered if she wants some.
Yeah.
He'll pass it around to anyone that is currently in this room that shows any form of interest.
Yeah.
And this
well,
happens
wait.
to be the Argon Bright special, so this is literally Stella's stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
real
Ricky
fast. Yeah.
will reach out
go ahead,
and take a swig. So we should go find Florence, I'm guessing.
Who's
Yes.
Florence?
And as you
Florence is
say
the
that, you
Lord of the Castle.
as you say that, you see a tall, thin man in a pretty nice kind of white outfit that seems to have some blue and black accents in it, almost like lines in the wings of a moth, and the back of this kind of robe that he has over these baggy pants and this nice baggy shirt seem to almost look like wings. And his crown has two large, like, antennae coming off of him made out of silver.
Whoa.
Mhm.
I cannot imagine wearing that and not spilling something on it immediately. The bravery on that man, I swear.
Victor
You-
just kind of smiled.
You see Florence just kind of stop and then stare over at you after you say that. And just
I'm sorry,
a smile comes onto his face. The long silver hair of this man that seems to be hiding behind these baggy clothes.
Yeah, I like that. That makes sense. Thomas waves awkwardly.
He just kind of
He's
raises
very
a hand and waves back. He's looking a little uncomfortable with the situation too, because it's now there's this strange human in his place that he knows everyone else that's invited, except for like the two guys behind the Lord of Silverlight. You look out of place to him, and he just slowly begins walking down the stairs towards you and the
Oh,
rest
yeah,
of
that
the
makes
group.
sense. I'm bleach fancy voice in here. Oh shit, he's coming over here. Fuck.
Breathe.
Pleased to see you again, Florence.
It's lovely to see you as well, Calder. Victor, Stella.
As Florence mentions Victor's name, he's gonna kind of put his right arm to his left shoulder and kind of nod his head in a small bow.
Same on my side.
And
It's nice
It's
to
a-
see you too.
and you see him kind of turn for a split second before before he's deciding to address the human. He seems to put his arms out and look at the old hag and is like, "Granny, it has been too long. It's a shame that we haven't seen each other since before Father died. You should come over way more often." "Well, I was dead for a couple 100 years. It's nothing big." "Well, Granny, if you need, you can always come here and use the summer villa. We would be happy to set it up for you."
I second that notion. You are always welcome here, and I would love to have tea with you anytime you ask. And I happen to be around.
Now, this human that seems to be carrying Granny's mark, though.
He was gonna talk about the bucket. I chuck it back at the shepherd dude.
The shepherd.
Sorry.
Let's see here. Does the shepherd catch it?
Oh, God.
The shepherd does catch it.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, by the way. Appreciate that.
And he's like, "So," and Florence is looking at you like, "So, you
Yes,
have
your
a new
lordship.
smell of magic on you."
He curtsies. He says,
The name is Thomas. I'm sorry, Detective Hargrove. The pleasure to meet your acquaintance, your Majesty. Is that correct?
"Oh, you can call me Florence. We're amongst friends here."
Absolutely. Yes, I new stink of magic. I just got it, fresh out the box.
New stink of magic. That's a way to put it. So, what brings a human from the human nations into my domain?
Knowledge,
Oh.
curiosity, and the luck of the draw.
And I also consider him a friend at this point. If that feeds in the description.
I appreciate that.
So I don't have to worry about some sort of invading force.
No, actually, I've just learned what my well, that my country has been keeping all this a secret from me. And I've vaguely heard about their actions abroad. And one could say I'm not a fan.
I like this one. He seems he seems to be more logical than the rest of the humans. They're so controlled by their emotions, especially fear.
Fear is one of the strongest emotions there is. Mastery over it doesn't mean that you're strong, it just means you've seen a lot of it. Work it out of muscle just like anything else.
Yes, it's just what you do with fear that really makes you strong or not, though. If you let it consume you and freeze you and take you over, yes, that can be a problem. If you allow it to move you, it can be great.
I agree with that. I appreciate
I
the
would say
sentiment.
something like that.
So, we have 2 seats to sit here and announce. We have an entire court to sort of bring back into session. I'm probably going to be busy most of the day having to deal with all of the complaints from other lords that my brother was neglecting, and I do have a problem that has occurred in the dungeon.
So, for what it's worth, Julian decided to send me a letter today, and was just a middle finger. Here, let you know.
They still have that?
He's getting the
Sorry, I thought
ability
that.
to send a letter.
I don't know why I assumed that was a human thing, the middle finger.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised on that too. Maybe he asked for suggestions.
No.
It seems to be pretty universal.
Fuck
Pretty
that guy.
universal, except for races that only have 4 fingers. Then it gets difficult.
I'm sure. Well, wait. I mean, I guess there would still be a middle finger, no? Right? Because there would be the thumb and then...
No, I
It would
mean
even be-
4 fingers, including the thumb. There are some races that literally only have 4 digits on their hands. It's easier for the 3 ones.
No, yeah. Oh.
2 fingers.
Yeah.
Some of those races, they... What are they going to do? Give a peace sign all the time?
I assume there'd be a lot more like gesticulation.
Yes. No, most of them are more animal-like, so... Gesticulation
they
is
just-
usually claw.
They just bite your head off. Yeah.
And after the whole mention of like 4 fingers, 3 fingers, and that, you see the Lord of Silverlight just looking at his 3 digits.
I'm so
Just
sorry,
like-
Your Majesty.
Just like trying to understand himself, like. It's like
I guess that's the... There's a benefit to being able to grow more fingers. You know? Easier communication.
But the problem is, we found out that apparently the person that, since it's been a couple of weeks since you guys have been here, at least for us, I know, mortal plane and our timelines don't line up. It's by moments, and apparently one of those moments that passed was he found a way to switch out with a copy of himself from the mirror realm.
So Julian is out at the current moment?
Yes, he has escaped. Apparently his patron in the mirror realm has helped him with a jailbreak.
Understood.
Who's Julian?
My brother, who usurped the throne after my father died. Who they...
I see.
From accounts of everyone that was there, threw a flashbang in, started yelling at him and beating him till he was in submission.
I see.
Do it again.
Hey, good job out there, by the way.
Well, I learned from the material plane.
Hey, we do it different over here, huh?
Yes, I was so sure that the entire place would be turned over wherever they fought Julian, but no, apparently they handled it with the panache of the material plane.
You want to call it that?
Best.
Thomas sort of laces his thumbs under his suspenders and pulls them out like, yep, that's how we do it.
Suffice to say, I was imitating some more corrupt police officers.
So is that why they said you shouted something about put your hands on your head?
No, I definitely didn't shout that. Pretty sure that's just rumors.
But no.
I was far too busy doing whatever I could to essentially kick him in the teeth.
Yes, I know, that was a joke.
Damn fine police work, Hazzy. Damn fine.
But after the appointing of your guys' seats, I will request some aid in tracking down my brother. Because if he has gone into the mirror realm, even temporarily, he might have come out somewhere else to begin more troubles. And at this point, knowing that his connection in the mirror realm is willing to break him from jail, it might be safe to assume that any amount of force would be safe.
Understood.
You
I'm gonna use more gun.
You asking us to kill him, sir?
I'm not saying kill him, but I'm saying however the cards may fall, he must be stopped. If he rallies a large enough army, he might end up sitting here and costing a lot of innocent lives. And his goal previously of trying to get the power of the Nexus in the material plane means that he might still try for that to sit here and get enough power to face me. And that threatens both of our societies. And I can't quite have that.
No.
I understand.
So, yes, however much I would like to discipline my brother for what he did and let the Raven Queen deal with him, the fact that he just looks at you for a second, then looks back at the hag. Oh, no, she's not the Raven Queen. She's a hag raven.
Okay.
No, the Raven Queen is... Well, she's above most of us.
She's scary.
Even us lords. So...
I'm happy to talk to Florence at any point, but the Raven Queen scares me.
I see.
Sweating bullets the whole time I was around her.
I don't know. You made a good opinion for
A 10-minute conversation.
I'm forgetting the word. You made a good impression on her son.
Yes, he's a fellow card mage, a Tychomancer, so...
Yes. And there's not a lot of
Speaking
those
of-
around here, so...
Thomas, if you are going to be traveling with us, he like bridges a deck in mid-air and then puts it back into one hand.
Oh.
I am extremely proficient in cards. I do
can see
not
that.
recommend entering poker with me.
I know who to bring with me to the casino.
There's many casinos I am no longer allowed in.
Hey, you never been to the human realm, right?
I mean, my home is the material plane.
No, the
but you never-
human nation is a different part in the material plane that...
Yeah.
Fair.
That, honestly, Calder, you probably wouldn't have been too because of how racist they are.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we'd get some looks, but let me tell you, we can make some money.
Yeah, fair enough. I can always
Yeah.
probably figure out how to change shape if need be. Although being human would be strange. No tail.
Uncomfortable, sweaty. You know, it's not. You know, it's the pits. It's the pits.
Yeah, fair. I will let you know if I ever have experienced that.
But as Florence is talking, Victor's like, I shouldn't have held back on my strike. He's just
Yeah.
thinking to himself.
I am slightly regretting the situation of maybe not just giving his brain over to Lord of Silverlight here. But that was your choice, Florence, and I was going to let you make that.
Yes, and even the
I
Lord
do
of
respect your
Silverlight,
choice for that.
even the Lord of Silverlight thought that jail cell would work. So
Yes,
we've all been.
I don't doubt either one.
Oh yes, we've all kind of been tricked by this, and that's the problem. It's how he somehow got out and how he tricked us all. Makes him
Advantage of
dangerous.
Take,
Real fast.
took advantage of our
So-
better nature.
Just because I'm, new to all this. What the hell is the mirror realm?
Well, most mortals don't know that the planes themselves are divided amongst core sort of base elements. The material realm itself, the mirror realm itself, is part of the realm of light. It's a reflection of the realm of light, and it also reflects all other planes. So, yes, normally mirrors themselves just reflect you, but there are times that that thing that's inside there is a copy of you from another plane too. Usually you need a magic mirror to see these things, and those things to see back. There are also other creatures on those planes, and the mirrored aspect of that over in the shadow plane just so happens to be the plane of undeath.
Okay, so let me see if I got this. There's just like a complete reverse bizarro version of literally every plane in existence held within this mirror plane. And not only are there exact copies of everything going on in those planes, but sometimes mirrored like themed versions of those things. Is that right?
Yes, sometimes.
Hey, shepherd guy, can I get that bucket again?
The shepherd kind of hands it over to you, seeming a little bit cautious now, like,
Hey, I'm sorry. Just making sure I don't go overboard. Just making sure I got a life preserver. Okay. No, I'm on the level for now. Okay. All right.
You
Um,
ever hear of the spooky stories of the person in the mirror smiles back at you and you're not smiling?
yes, those
Yeah.
are instances that the mirror plane is being seen too. Where, your
Okay.
reflection waves at you and you didn't wave, and you're pretty sure that it's just your mind playing with you, but nothing else happens, so
Or
you're
your
pretty sure.
reflection turns to look over its shoulder, except for you're still staring at it.
Yeah.
okay. All right. Hold on. So, Florence, I gotta know. How me is the guy in the mirror?
That
Depends on the mirror.
yeah, it
I don't like
depends
that.
on the mirror,
don't-
and it depends on a few other things. Certain influences on certain planes or areas change drastically the individual that's there.
Okay. Okay, I get that. So what about a super non-magic guy who's been through a divorce and just works his day job? How about that? What's the likelihood on that guy having a weird mirror?
It depends on what plane it's from, what mirror it is, and all that stuff.
Cool. I love that.
You don't have
So
to worry
much.
about looking into any normal mirror.
Because it can become even worse, because technically every like shattered mirror in that's shattered realms with multiple different timelines and everything. It starts getting really what do the scientists call it? Theoretical at that point. And the
Okay.
concept of the mirror realms themselves derives from mirrors being made, but also shattered mirrors causing infinite more realms.
I would argue that this is, while an important situation considering where we're headed, this is not a common situation I have encountered. As someone who is inclined with the magic stuff, not a standard Joe Schmo, so
Okay.
to speak.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Most of the time, the boundaries between realms are maintained and kept either through magical means, just how the universe holds itself together, or because of contracts in the plane of law, which keep everything to themselves.
In order.
Yes.
Right.
I would.
So answer a question for me, Florence.
Yes.
If this gentleman, this brother of yours, was trapped, he had to have had a mirror to get over to the mirror realm. And then within the mirror realm, he would have had to have a connection to a different plane because he got in to, I guess, the mirror Fey realm and then got out to the mirror, what is it, the death realm? Whatever it is you got out to.
He could have also had a spell to create a mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
But that would still mean that there would be lingering traces of that mirror in that plane, right?
in theory, if he got out through a different mirror, yes, we would have to find out which mirror it was. As far as we can tell, he seemed to have used some water that got into his cell, and he used the window.
The reflection.
Yes, he used the moonlight coming in through the window to create a reflection and to go through.
And this is all, coming from a guy who doesn't have much training in this, but, can you track somebody through planes?
If you have a skilled enough mage in doing so, yes.
And we happen to be in one of the most powerful magical locales in the entirety of the multiverse.
Somewhat.
Somewhat. I would say the Raven Queen's court has far more magical prowess in it than mine, especially in current circumstances. Technically, there's entire nations and kingdoms and other planes that have great mages as well. It's a matter of finding one that can track my brother, if we were to do that.
Alternatively, we go to the scene of the crime and figure it out from there, and we might actually find a lead.
We are talking about tracing a man throughout the entirety of a mirror of this plane until he gets out through another mirror into another plane.
Considering most things are done on foot, he's possibly not that far away.
Oh, wait. That's a good point. All right.
Now, the problem is, it depends on if he had somebody to open the cell in the other plane.
That would be funny if he was on the other mirror plane, but still stuck in a jail cell.
Yes.
The irony would be amazing in that situation.
At that point, it's
irony,
whoever he
like
owes.
the bars.
Oh, I mean, that's why he couldn't get out normally, because the bars for that cell were made out of cold iron. Us Fae can't touch them.
That seems
So
like a
the-
weird restriction.
The whole time they're having this conversation, Victor's standing there with the small D6 cube stone in his hand. He's just kind of fidgeting it the whole time, like he's done in the past, just listening to the conversation.
with the problem of his escape, if he does get back to this realm and does collect accomplices, it could make for some issues. Some of the people that I've had to invite here, due to duties and connections, I'm not sure of their allegiances.
Are you asking us to sniff out a rat, sir?
I was going to work with Granny Raven and with the Lord of Silverlight here to try to sniff out any rats here while you guys try to track down my brother. If I do it, it's a whole mess of if I track him down and kill him, it looks like just sibling rivalry and a problem. If I'm sending out somebody to facilitate the capture and or demise of my brother to ensure the safety of everyone within this realm, it's more official.
I hear ya.
Understood.
On top of it, if something
Alright.
happens to me, he default gets the throne back.
Yeah, I would really rather not have that.
Yeah, kind of not having offspring at my age does kind of leave that loophole, so you'd probably be really hoping for me to come chase after him.
Oh yeah, the problem's are royalty. Jeez.
Yeah, you quickly find out that every single thing in the Feywild is politics. Everything.
Yes,
Hey,
which is another reason why I have Granny and the Lord of Silverlight here. I have been out of the game for politics for years, and they've been gathering information for me. Some of these Fey Lords are just going to be a problem to try to make deals with.
Hey, listen, I
Yeah.
work for the police force, alright? I know a lot about politics.
Fair.
I hear you, sir. Well,
Well, with some of them, with how they set her and teamed up with my brother when he first did the usurping, part of me wants to take them out back and beat them, so...
man after my own heart.
Well, that's because I spent many years on the material plane, shifting between a giant Mothman and myself, having to live out in
Whoa.
the woods.
You were the Mothman?
A Mothman.
Technically, he might actually be the source of that.
Holy crap. Were you the Jersey Devil too?
No. Do either of you know the Jersey Devil? And Lord of Silverlight's like, Jersey Devil. Yes, I believe his name was Jeremy.
Oh, shit. Right. Well, damn. Listen, I'm learning
Genuinely,
now.
If you can think of a mythos, it probably exists.
That's what I'm learning. And I don't know what's scarier. Living in ignorance or living with knowledge.
The first one he
Florence,
learned
if I
about
may.
was the Baba Yaga.
God, I don't want to think about that. Hey, how does a house have feet? Somebody tell me that.
By magic, of course.
Wait till you hear about
Yeah.
my about my cousin Nizumi. Very lovely lady.
I'll have to take your word for it, Granny.
I have out of character spoilers. Now, Florence, if you will, not
Yes.
to rush things, but are we doing the court proceedings first, or are we sneaking off while you do the court proceedings and officially designate things, and we go rat catching, so to speak?
You see Florence stop for a second, almost as if he did not think about which order this should be done in.
Nah, we need to have the actual authority from Florence to act in this matter.
Well, that could be as simple as giving you, like, a ring or whatnot. I can literally deputize somebody to do that. So that becomes easy. Sitting here and trying to put you guys in your seats, especially if I don't know if they're still loyalists that are currently working with Julian, would actually potentially mean that they would argue against your placement.
If we need to take time, I am in no rush. I want to accept my calling. I do not care with whatever other things it brings.
If we're unlucky, then what would happen, especially if one of my own magistrates was against me, is they could potentially sit here and try to call an end to the meeting saying nobody can agree and try to sit here and refuse to instate you all.
See, that is the thing, because that could be a play that's on your part, where the plan isn't actually to instate us today, but to see who's going to argue against us.
Oh, the problem is you guys are mortals from the mortal plane.
Yes, but we do have an agreement that, and last in my family, and my bloodline is, more than just me.
Not to interject unfairly, they don't know me from Adam, and I'm not getting myself a seat. You could stop me in there. I could take care of the initial investigation. I may be new to this magic stuff, but I think Jimmy might be able to point me in the right direction, at the very least.
I think deputizing you guys to go after my brother, just in case he has already gotten out and gotten to some of these people, should be a good idea. There's also no telling on if they've sat here and abducted anyone either and pulled them into the plane.
Yeah.
And with that, you see his face kind of go pale for a second. He's like, "Oh no."
Let's go and investigate that. And I think that's the choice I needed to see there. We should do the investigation and let you handle the political side of things, and that's totally fine by me.
Yes, and I will definitely need the Lord of Silver's Light's power to sit here and see if there are any reflections. The fact that he can sit here and see into the mirror realm and the moon powers is very beneficial at this point. Might be our only way. Especially since it seems when moon magic is used upon a creature from that realm, it causes their face to disappear for a moment.
When you say disappear, what do you mean?
As in featureless.
Okay. I don't want to be around to see that. Can I go to the jail cell, please?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think we should all...
That's probably where we're going to have you guys try to enter. Thankfully, for you guys, none of you are Fae, so opening a cold iron jail cell door is not that bad for you.
No, I
do it every day.
I'm wondering where that threshold might be crossed, though, considering the history of everything.
Well, for you, you're still fairly mortal, and unless you ascend and take your own kind of stewardship and whatnot, taking your own sort of knight position to become a knight to your lordship, it means that you shouldn't have to worry.
Oh no, did I play my hand too soon?
So, you should be good, in theory.
Yeah, no,
Unless for some reason in the mirror realm, beings can't touch cold iron because something... There's no telling
see the
how
weirdness
that
as we
works.
go. We consistently interact with things that we have no idea how to even fathom. So, that's actually surprisingly not surprising.
Yes.
Honestly, that puts me at ease. Thanks for saying that. I feel like I'm at, going to war with the unknown, so pretty cool. Not the only one.
Yes, it's hard to identify what weirdness any plane can have. The only plane I will say I will never visit again I will never visit the plane of law again.
Yeah, that sounds stuffy.
Most boring monochromatic place ever.
Oof. Can't imagine.
Beige as far as the eye can see.
Might I suggest
Stella just shivers.
out of character break between us going, like when we get to the prison cell?
Yep.
That's just suggesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
we're
need
well
a
into
soda.
11.
And we can do a bathroom break real quick then in water, and we will meet back up, and we will start at the jail cell, where the portal to the mirror realm happens to be.
That works for me.
Excellent.
I wasn't intending to start that that break, but you know what? Hey, that works.
No, I was aiming for that too, because my bladder's starting to scream.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, so we'll be right back.
Alrighty.